Hello there, welcome to David's Investment Analysis channel. Today I'm very excited to be talking about another special purpose acquisition company. And this time is DMYT Technology Group, which is planning to merge with Rush Street Interactive. Upon closing of the transaction in 2020, the combined company will change its name to Rush Street Interactive Inc. and change its ticker symbol from DMYT to RSI, and then it will be traded on the New York Stock Exchange. The current stock price is at $11.46 and is slightly up after the announcement of the merger 2 days ago, July 27th. In the next bit, I'll be talking about RSI, what they do, and how they earn income. Then I'll look at the qualitative aspects of the business and follow with a quantitative analysis looking at the financials and valuation. Then I'll conclude on whether I think the stock is a buy at its current price and whether I own any shares of the business myself. I spent a lot of time preparing for these videos, so I really appreciate if you could like and share my video. And if you do not want to miss out on any future videos, please do subscribe and click the bell notification. And if there's any other company you'd like me to cover in the future, please leave in the comments below. Now let's get to it. Rush Street Interactive, RSI, was founded in 2012 by gaming industry veterans Neil Baum, Greg Carlin, and Richard Schwartz. RSI is a market leader in online casino and sports betting in the United States. RSI currently operates online gaming sites in Illinois and Pennsylvania, the two largest populated U.S. states that have legalized online gaming and where a scarcity of online gaming licenses also exists, as well as New Jersey, Indiana, and Colorado. The company launched its first online gaming casino site, PlaySugarHouse.com, in New Jersey in September 2016, and subsequently becoming the first online gaming company to launch online sports wagering in Pennsylvania, Indiana, Colorado, and most recently Illinois. Additionally, RSI is the first US-based gaming operator to launch a legal and regulated online sportsbook on a national basis in Latin America. RSI only operates in legal and regulated markets. The company's proprietary innovative iGaming platform provides a rich and differentiated user experience and a wide range of specialized bonusing tools. RSI offers premier in-game live event streaming and expects to launch a new iOS sportsbook app later this year. And they run their online casino and sports betting through a variety of brands, including BetRivers.com, PlaySugarHouse.com, and RushBet.co. Now let's look at some of the qualitative factors, and we'll first look at the management team. Neil Blum is the chairman and co-founder of Rush Street Gaming and RSI, and have a prominent long track record of developing world-class real estate and casinos. Prior to Rush Street, he co-founded Walton Street Capital and JMB Realty, two real estate firms. He is also a co-chairman of successful REIT listed on New York Stock Exchange, Urban Shopping Centers. Neil started his career as a lawyer and eventually a partner in a Chicago law firm. Greg Carlin is the CEO and co-founder of Rush Street Gaming and RSI with over 20 years of casino development and operating experience. He is on the American Gaming Association board and executive committee member. He is a former investment banker at Lazard. Richard Schwartz is the president and co-founder of RSI. He is the leader and innovator in the gaming industry for over 15 years. He started the interactive business for WMS Industries, now Scientific Games, focusing on casino gaming. Prior to that, he was an executive at Telecom Italia Lab. And prior to that, he was an IP attorney in Silicon Valley. The management team appears to be strong and well experienced. They all have been with RSI since the beginning in 2012. I will continue to trust in the management team leading this company until an issue is noted. The combined company's board of directors will include DMY's chairman Harry Yu and CEO Nicola De Masi. Mr. Yu is the former executive vice president of EMC and previously served as CFO of Accenture and Oracle. Mr. De Masi is the current chairman and former CEO of Glue Mobile, a leading developer and publisher of mobile games for smartphones and tablet devices. This transaction with DMYT Technology will provide RSI access to growth capital and complementary expertise that will provide accelerated growth and greater opportunity. Let's look at the industry outlook. There are several research reports that suggest the online gambling market would be growing the next several years. This one from industry research suggests here that the market is predicted to reach $87.75 billion by 2024, registering a compound annual growth rate of 8.77% during the forecasted period between 2019 and 2024. The reason for the growth is driven by an increase in female population in casinos and convenience of cashless mode of payment during the gaming. Online gaming companies are likely to expand their sports betting options after sports betting was legalized in the United States by Supreme Court in 2018, which will further support the market's growth. Another one here from Research and Markets. The global online gambling market is expected to reach $127.3 billion by 2027, representing a compound annual growth rate of 11.5% from 2020 to 2027. The reason for the growth is expected to be driven by increasing adoption of smartphones and easy access to casino gaming platforms. Other reasons include increasing internet penetration and the availability of cost-effective mobile applications for betting. Also noted here is the global health issue actually also accelerated the demand for online gambling. Moreover, increasing digitalization coupled with secure digital payment options are also some factors contributing to the online gambling market growth. The market is further expected to gain momentum over the forecasted period, attributed to the rising use of digital currency and websites provided by companies for betting and gambling. And we can see here that the two reports suggest that the compound annual growth rate is between 8.77% and 11.5%, and RSI can likely benefit from this growth. We can see here that today RSI is in 5 states with a combined market of $5 billion, and they are working towards being in another 4 states with a combined market of $4.5 billion. And in the future, the US market is estimated to be $33 billion, assuming online gambling is legalized. RSI is currently in 97% of the target US markets by population where online sports and online casino is legal. This is pretty good, being in most markets that are currently available. RSI is a leader in the iGaming market, where they are first to launch online gaming, first to launch retail sports betting, and they are well positioned in Latin America. Let's look at some of the interesting facts about RSI. RSI is the number 1 online casino company in the US, based on the market share and the gross revenue for May 2020, with 16.7% of market share and $23 million of gross revenue. RSI US online casino has year-to-date gross gaming revenue of over $100 million. When comparing to other competitors like DraftKings or Golden Nugget, RSI has the highest US online casino market share of 16.7% as of May 2020. They also have a brand focused on casino and sports offering, and is not just in one of the two. They have a combined population of live online gaming markets with 47 million people in the US and 96 million globally. It has international online gaming, owns casino tech platform, offers social gaming, and have an average revenue per user of $600, with a player lifetime value of more than $5,000, with a diverse demographic appeal. RSI has their own proprietary iGaming platform that provides flexibility, rapid feature creation and integration. It offers marketing and promotional tools and feature a rich user experience. RSI has a leading sportsbook product that offers premier in-game offering and live event streaming, which is pretty cool. They recently upgraded their sports betting user interface and experience. They also have a proprietary jackpot parlay feature and a new iOS app expected second half of 2020. RSI also has social casino offering, and the revenue has increased 10 times in the last 2.5 years. And has a large potential opportunity to gain even more market share of the $6 billion social casino market. Online casino has more well-rounded demographics and stronger economics than sports betting. This was also discussed in my last video on Golden Nugget. You can click the link above on the right to watch that one if you haven't had the chance yet. Here are some of the interesting stats. On average, online casino customers spend 1.7 times more time active each month compared to online sports bettors. Demographics are more equal between male and female and are typically older than online sports bettors. The average online casino customer generates 3 times more revenue than the average online sports bettor per month. RSI also has a very strong return on market spend, with an average of RSI cohorts have paid back in their 5th month, and more recent cohorts have been paid back in under 3 months. An RSI year 1 lifetime value per customer acquisition cost is 2.7 times, and is 23% higher than that of Golden Nugget. Let's look at some of the risk. One of the risks relates to the transaction. The transaction is not yet finalized. The transaction won't be closed until sometime later in 2020, and the deal does require shareholder approval and subject to several closing conditions. And if this deal does fall apart, the stock price will go back to $10. Some of the other risks include laws and regulations. Stringent regulations related to online gambling are expected to hinder the market growth, and remaining compliant can be challenging with rules and regulations constantly changing. Social perception. Some may view that this type of business is being socially irresponsible, similar to alcohol or tobacco providers. And competitors can come and take market share if the business does not innovate and address and adapt to the changing environment and consumer tastes. Now let's look at the quantitative analysis. We can see here a huge increase in revenues from 2018 of $20.7 million to estimated 2021 of $320 million. That's over 1,400% increase in revenue in 3 years. The EBITDA is expected to increase from a loss of $7.9 million to a positive EBITDA of $4 million in 2021, which is a bit odd seeing that it's 9 million positive EBITDA in 2020. Perhaps they expect to further expand in 2021, lowering EBITDA. These are the last 5 quarters of result. We can see that the quarterly growth rate in handle and revenue has been 54% and 53% respectively. These are very good growth numbers. This is quarterly and not annually. And they have benefited from the global health issue as more people spend more money online. RSI has generated record levels of handle and gross gaming revenue during the first 2 quarters of 2020. Online casino has excelled during the first 2 quarters and is expected to continue being a strong performer for the remainder of 2020. And despite focusing on top-line growth, RSI has been profitable year to date. What you can see here is the last 6 quarters of revenue split between online sports betting and online casino. RSI has a resilient business model, and we can see that the online casino has increased significantly compared to the drop in online sports betting because of the pause in most sports. But we should expect that the online sports betting should pick up as soon as sports slowly come back. Per RSI, assuming all states have online casino and sports betting, it is projected that the US online casino market size will be $20 billion. And they are projecting to achieve 12% to 18% of market share. That's between $1 billion to $1.5 billion. And the US online sports betting is projected to be $13 billion. And RSI projects to achieve 6 to 10%, which is roughly between $500 million to $800 million. And the total projected market share is between $1.5 billion to $2.3 billion in revenues. So you can see there's a lot of potential for RSI to grow. Projecting between $1.5 billion to $2 billion of revenue, management targets EBITDA of $368 million and $550 million. To achieve the growth, RSI management intends to leverage capital and accelerate RSI's growth plan through launching new markets, product development, scaling operations and marketing budget, and tuck-in acquisitions. Let's look at the pro forma valuation. The company's enterprise value is at $1.78 billion based on a 5.6 times estimated 2021 revenue of $320 million, plus $235 million of cash that is anticipated to be on the combined company's balance sheet. The total equity value of the company would be around $2.07 billion. $230 million of cash plus $160 million from the PIPE investment, less $125 million used to redeem equity from existing RSI equity holders, and less transaction costs of $30 million, leaves approximately $235 million of cash on the balance sheet used for the future growth. There's also an RSI earnout of $15 million and a sponsor earnout of $1.2 million upon achievement of certain triggering events, which are based upon a combination of 2021 revenue targets and PubCo VWAP targets. Per management, RSI has a very cheap valuation compared to peers, with 5.4 times 2021 sales versus others at 8.9 times or higher. It also has the highest projected compound annual growth rate of 65% between 2019 and 2024. Let's look at a more up-to-date current valuation amongst the group. The current valuation of DraftKings is $12.7 billion, Ghana is $604 million, soon-to-be Golden Nugget is $835 million, and soon-to-be RSI is $2.3 billion. The earnings ratio was not available for some of them, so we'll ignore that for now. Since they are a growing company, what's more important is to look at the price-to-sales ratio. Both Golden Nugget and RSI has the best price-to-sales ratio based on the projected revenues. However, RSI has the best projected compound annual growth rate amongst the group of 65% as discussed previously. Although you see Golden Nugget has a good profit margin and operating margin here, but per their investor presentation, they expect to run into losses in the next couple of years as they continue to expand. Golden Nugget and RSI has the best net cash as a percentage of market cap, suggesting that they have a solid balance sheet right now. DraftKings is trading at 2.49 times more expensive than RSI on a price to estimated 2020 sales, and Ghana is 1.54 times more expensive than RSI on a price to estimated 2020 sales ratio. DraftKings is also trading at 2.33 times more expensive than RSI on a price to estimated 2021 sales, and Ghana is also 1.65 times more expensive than RSI on a price to estimated 2021 sales. If we apply an average of price to estimated 2020 sales, a multiple of let's say 15, the stock price should trade at $16.80. And if we apply a margin of safety of 20%, the stock should trade at approximately $13.44. The valuation appears to be cheap for both Golden Nugget and RSI. Conclusion. In my opinion, at today's price of $11.46, I think it is a speculative buy because of the following reasons. RSI has a strong management team led by co-founders Chairman Neil, CEO Greg, and President Richard, who are knowledgeable and experienced. They also have been with RSI since the beginning in 2012. Not only that, they have DMYT technology management team on board of directors. that will guide and help the company. RSI is in the online gambling industry that is expected to grow 9% to 11% annually for the next several years, so the opportunity would be there for RSI to grow. RSI has some amazing projections and is set to grow faster than industry, suggesting that it will take market share from other competitors. RSI is the #1 US online casino based on gross revenue for May 2020. RSI has a strong growth catalyst like geographic expansion, product diversification, leading KPIs, digital user acquisition, and tuck-in acquisitions. RSI has a proprietary tech platform that allows flexibility and rapid feature creation in our integration. RSI has a reasonable price to sales ratio and a strong balance sheet compared to competitors. But I do have some concerns, and they are as follow. The global health issue has accelerated their business, but as states start to reopen, there may be a significant drop in the number of active users on their online casino. The growth potential does look very promising, but remind you that the projections are only estimates, and that reality can be very different. Stringent regulations related to online gambling are expected to hinder market growth, and staying compliant with regulators can sometimes be challenging. RSI is competing with DraftKings, GAN, and Golden Nugget, and several other players. Competition is good for consumers, as consumers now have more choices, but would definitely limit RSI's ability to grow. But with the recent global health issue and more people staying at home, this allows RSI to capitalize on potential opportunity of retaining active users. Despite the reasonable valuation, if the deal does fall apart, the shares will go back to $10 per share. The transaction is still subject to shareholder approval and closing conditions. Disclosure: I currently do not own any shares of DMYT. I'm not sure whether I would buy any in the future as well because I have LCA, which is Golden Nugget. I do think that the company is a great company and in the right industry and have a lot of growth potential. That's it for now. I spent a lot of time preparing for these videos, so I really appreciate if you could like and share my video. And if you do not want to miss out on any future videos, please do subscribe and click the bell notification. Thank you for watching. Until then, see you next time.